A major part of the university student experience is attending campus. But this is not only for academics and attending lectures. Students also embrace the unique and vibrant student life and culture that the particular university they attend has to offer, shaping their social identities, developing key life skills, and giving them an opportunity to have fun and blow off steam while swatting for their degrees. However, the COVID-19 pandemic has completely flipped the university experience on its head. With the majority of students learning online from home over 2020 and 2021, campus life and student culture have dramatically changed due to social distancing regulations and mass gathering restrictions. Wits University spoke to students from several South African universities to find out how the pandemic has impacted their personal involvement with campus life and student culture over 2021. Roeloff Boettger, a third-year Bachelor of Accounting student at Stellenbosch University, says that the pandemic has dried up much of the varsity town's famous student vibe.
The vibe has been very different because Stellenbosch is quite renowned for its festivals and cultural events like Woordfees, poetry things, concerts in the Endler Hall, and all of that has taken a complete nosedive. It's starting to come back a little bit now, and that's really good. And people are starting to venture out, and you can kind of see it in how a lot of the times Stellenbosch feels a little bit like a ghost town. People are going out less, they're doing less things. The clubbing and going out and drinking culture has changed quite significantly too. A lot of the clubs have closed. I think 2 or 3 clubs that have been very renowned and popular and have been in Stellenbosch for a very long time have closed in rapid succession.
On a lighter note, Boettger adds that the student culture in Stellenbosch is kept alive by students often meeting at the Nijland Student Centre on campus during the day.
My go-to thing if I'm just meeting friends, just to hang out for a bit and catch up, would be the Nijland. That's where everyone goes, there's good coffee, and it's good to still be able to go and meet people for a coffee on campus. There's a very big meeting people for coffee culture in Stellenbosch.
Another student, Camdon Watson, studying third-year BA Law at the University of Pretoria, says that he was excited to participate in varsity clubs and societies when starting his second year in 2020. But the pandemic ended these opportunities before they even began, when the national lockdown started on March 27, 2020.
In comparison to my first year, I didn't actually do that much outside, but in my second year I was like, okay, I'm going to start now. I signed up for a bunch of clubs, I can't even remember what they were, just a bunch. And then about 2 months later after you signed up from them, nope. Cancelled. Yeah.
The pandemic has also had a devastating effect on the clubs and societies that have been able to continue under strict health and safety protocols. Chisom Uduezue, a fourth-year physiotherapy student and Wits basketball player, spoke about how student basketball matches have completely changed during the pandemic.
So in first and second year, everyone would want to come join the Wits tournament. Spectators, lines, music, food. It's a basketball party. After courses, child, Friday night games. Everyone is coming. You'd walk in and it would just be beautiful energy, people, laughter, and that's just not it anymore. We do have Friday night games now, but it's silent. It's only your teammates and the oppositions that are there. No spectators allowed. Which obviously hurts the Wits club because you can't fundraise that way by selling things at these tournaments. So now there's less money for Wits basketball compared to the previous years, which also affects the team. Other teams, you can't socialize with them even if you know them. At the end of the game, we normally shake each other's hands well done, good game. Once they blow the final whistle, everyone goes to their half and we clap, well done, and then gone.
As discussed in this episode, the COVID-19 pandemic has changed traditional student life and culture in many significant ways. As 2022 approaches, here's to eagerly hoping that it will be safe enough for all students to return to campuses and bring back the culture and liveliness to universities. This has been Matthew Nijland for Wits University, signing off. This podcast episode was produced, written, edited, and hosted by Matthew Nijland. The episode forms part of the Wits University in-depth reporting project, Year of the Students. The project is being completed by the 2021 Honours in Journalism class at the Wits Centre for Journalism. The full project with articles and other multimedia can be viewed on witsvuvuzela.com. Follow @witsvuvuzela on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram to see more. Please see the show notes for full credits of the royalty-free music and sound effects used in this episode.